In the new world order, where do we see Bharat and Hindu?
Because jihadis have their Al Jazeera and the leftists and conversion gangs have their own ecosystem of BBC, CNN and many more. You may be having many news sources, but what we are focused on is
News with an opinion, or simply put, news with strong views.
Today, wars are fought not just with weapons,
but also through the dissemination of information.
We will talk about Israel-Hamas, Russia-Ukraine war, but what we don't talk about is
The information warfare that is taking place right now as we are watching this video. It is a fact that those who fight with weapons have to fight a war of narrative while simultaneously being engaged in conventional warfare. Today, people are in a state of dilemma regarding the role of media in the process of nation building.
Frankly speaking, people are unaware of the power of media.
With propaganda-driven channels, communist-minded media moguls, and a monopoly of a few organizations, one is left with no option but to believe in all the information that is fed to them by the channels. These pseudo-secular criminals have normalized presentation of one-sided stories. These news channels with an anti-Hindu narrative and ideology of a divided Bharat, to a large extent, have been successful. 20 years ago, the same situation prevailed in Bharat. The news industry was plagued by the monopoly of the so-called intellectuals. All news in India was one-sided. The masses were purposely deprived of the other side of the news. The other side, which was the real news. During those tough times, Sudarshan News came to the rescue by being an alternative source of information for the people of India.
And we weren't just an alternative, but the strongest alternative one could have imagined.
Since last 2 decades, we have emerged as the sole alternative source of news for the people, becoming the voice of the underrepresented, the voice of the suppressed, the voice of the real victims, the voice of reality. People trust our reportage when it comes to knowing the real truth. We did all of this without any fear of repercussions, without compromising on our fundamentals, our ideology, being the defenders of our faith, defenders of the weak, defenders of the subjugated and of the unheard in our motherland. We now have decided to do the same in the world arena. Bluntly speaking, we have come up as an alternative to counter the likes of Al Jazeera,
We are against the propaganda done by the pseudo-seculars.
who malign our beautiful nation and dharma worldwide. We are at war against the toolkit gang's motive of dismantling Hindutva. We are an answer to the enemy's idea of a divided Bharat.
We are ready to counter the ongoing Islamic leftist propaganda happening worldwide in coordinated manner.
we understand this intellectual terrorism happening around the globe.
Friends, we are ready to serve you the real news, and we shall bring all of it to you.
Using the most advanced technology, including AI, and with a dedicated, experienced, and a bold team.
We are in search of like-minded people around the world.
we are prepared to show your story to the world.
We will be your window to the world.
Now we are coming with the name of Sudarshan World.